Lakers of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. But a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. The guard pair, Murray and White. Young is out there with Keldon Johnson, and it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Monk is out there with Howard. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
White finds Pirtle. Young with the ball. Murray scanning the floor. Fade away. Young, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Down low, Pirtle with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's White. Here's Young. Pirtle trying to get open. Shots good from Young. Young's got the first basket of the game for the Spurs. Out to the wing. Here's Howard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Something that Howard really needs to make on a consistent basis. And nowadays, big men must be able to shoot.
Passes it to Pirtle. Murray outside. Outside, White. Just 4 to shoot. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
LeBron outside. Back to Westbrook. Pass to James. There's the drive. Good on the shot.
See defenders thinking about stepping in front of LeBron, but you also have to have the will to sacrifice your body.
Here's Johnson. And James pulls it down. Here's Los Angeles now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
Now here's Murray. 23 points for him the last game against Dallas.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Murray against Westbrook. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And it's Howard finishing it off.
A great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Back to Murray. Over in the corner, White. High, arcing shot. The Lakers in the lead. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Here's James after the basket by San Antonio. He kicks it to Monk. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. Young with the steal. They push it up 4-on-3. White with it. Westbrook picks him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First team foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And both free throws good for White.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Now the pass to Monk. Here is Howard, defended by Pirtle. The kick out to Westbrook. The three. San Antonio with the rebound. Johnson outside. Outside, White. Spurs passing it around. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Murray. Over Monk. And there's Murray on the assist by Johnson.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pirtle with the steal. And Murray. Here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Launches it. Sinks the triple. Murray's got 7.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. But they don't have to play safe tonight. They do have to play smart.
So it's the Spurs now after the basket by Los Angeles. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by the Lakers. On the wing, James. He's guarded by Johnson. LeBron with the bucket.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Monk with a double team. Young pass to Johnson. And the rejection by James.
Versatile, talented defender. LeBron excels in using his athleticism and length to swat shots away.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And White kicks to McDermott. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James against Johnson. No good from 11 feet. San Antonio leading by 3. He makes that one drop, only a second, 5 tries.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
He gets it in there.
What about the incredible ball control of James right there? A true point forward who handles the ball well.
Westbrook against Murray. Passes it to Johnson. Back to Murray. Kicks it to White. 5 to shoot. No good on that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Anthony. Banked in off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Spurs lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in play.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Anthony Davis. Reza comes in for LeBron. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Monk. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Young. Vassell comes in for Johnson. Walker's checked in for White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray. Ariza finds Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Back to Ariza. From past the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Dallas.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
Here are the Lakers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Jordan kicks it to Bazemore. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Spurs trail by 3. Walker looking for an opening. On its way from McDermott for 2. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Bazemore. Here's Jordan. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
DeAndre Jordan, shooting 1.
Jordan no good on the free throw.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Ariza. Not a lot of room. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Ariza brings the double. The shot's good from Forbes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Jordan has it in the corner. Los Angeles with another miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Forbes the pass to Vassell. Here's Eubanks. To Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked.
Oh, tremendous reach on the block by Ariza, making a real effort on defense.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Vassell. On its way from McDermott for 2. Off target with the open look.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Bazemore for 3. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Walker lets the 3 fly. To the wing on the left. And here's Forbes from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Forbes has got 5.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Or the 3. The offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Here is Forbes. Defended by Nunn. Vassell, no good. And here's Anthony from the... He made it!
That's how you beat the clock, baby. That's how you beat the clock. ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with the...
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers ahead, up by 5. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the difference between offense and defense.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover for one another by just communicating and flying around at times and clean up for your mistakes. Offensively, if you're not all 5 guys at the same time and not moving and cutting, and one pass or one bad screen here or one pass there can mess with the rhythm of an offense.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Doug McDermott, and it's Vassell in at the small forward. Here's Eubanks. He's covered by Rondo. Vassell, and it's off from three-point range. Lakers leading by 5. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's the Spurs now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. There's Walker with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Walker's got 5.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Bazemore passes to Ariza. Fires the 3. Bazemore misses. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here is Forbes. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Here's Vassell. He's covered by Bazemore. Clock is at 3. McDermott, no one around him. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Here's Ariza. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Ariza's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Talk about an advanced distributor. I mean, there's passes that point guards can make, and there's passes that Rajon Rondo.
The shot's good from Forbes. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Rondo, good.
As a defender, you can never let Rondo make him take the check.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Anthony Davis comes in for Trevor Ariza. James checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Young on the follow. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Murray against Rondo. Pirtle kicks to White. No good on the 3. Lakers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And the dunk by James.
This is the force that is LeBron James. He takes off like this. Get ready for a shot.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste It's why he plays with such passion.
LeBron against Johnson. LeBron passes to Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
Outside, White. From 13. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Westbrook, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
The defense sees Westbrook coming. His verticality makes him almost stop.
White dishes to Pirtle, and it's sent back by Howard. And it's White missing.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Well, the guy that simply brings toughness to the hardwood. Rondo, he is a
from Dwight Howard.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
PA, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. White looking around, and the pass to Pirtle. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Westbrook. Rebound, San Antonio.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And White kicks to Young. Back to White. It's tipped and stolen by LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Oh, that's just stellar instincts from James. Outstanding at clogging up passing lanes with his man.
And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. Here's Pirtle trying to get open as Davis, and it's sent back by Howard. Wide open look here for Murray. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Davis with the double team. Pirtle kicks to Young. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Knocked away. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it back. And some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony's checked in for Howard. And it's Malik Monk in for Rajon Rondo.
Malik Monk.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Back to Murray. The shot from the low post is good. Now just a 3-point Laker lead.
I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Westbrook against Young. Here's Anthony. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
That's good from Anthony. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
You look at James, what a contribution.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Here's Murray. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Murray against Westbrook. He kicks it to Anthony. Lakers working the ball around now. A rebound by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Count it, good. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
The drive by James.
James is superb at scoring the ball, especially when he gets a pick, giving him all the room to move.
Spurs trail by 4. Outside, White. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
I mean, we've seen Westbrook do this time and time again, taking the defense on the drive and finishing.
Murray against Westbrook. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Murray.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
James outside. From outside the arc. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Who can forget when Westbrook averaged a triple-double? He hits the boards hard.
And it's Murray, that time on the assist by White. White's got 6 assists now in the game. Now Westbrook, he's got 6. From deep, James. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Murray finds Pirtle. A minute 20 left in the first half of the game. Floats it up for Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Los Angeles leading by 3. In the corner, it's Monk. From the arc, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside, White. And White with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight? He uses his finesse to get flashy. And Westbrook is an elite above the rim finisher.
Murray against Anthony. Young left side. Buries it down low. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Pass to Monk. In the corner, it's James. Over Johnson. And another basket for the Lakers.
Some players might wear down on this kind of run. He's only being strong.
Johnson in the corner. Fires for 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. 1 second left. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
That's the way you want to end the quarter, with the momentum on your side.
And the first half is now in the books. Lakers lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's really stood out for them to this point. Shaq, what you think about the Lakers?
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points is a major difference.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything, Ernie. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's Westbrook. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Howard is out there with Monk. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. The drive by James.
You gotta appreciate the phenomenal speed of James. He's a master at cutting through the D with his hand.
Here's Murray. And Davis sends it back. LeBron James on the wing. And they double up LeBron. Howard, the pass to Monk. The kick out to Westbrook. Monk trying to break loose. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Monk. Westbrook's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. Passes it to White. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
And it's Westbrook missing. Spurs trail by 13. From deep, Johnson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
This is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Davis, count that bucket.
Defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. Plays through the contact.
With the assist.
Murray outside. To the paint. Will it go? And it's laid up and in by Young. 10 points for Thaddeus Young.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
That's one of the few mistakes they made tonight. They limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Young finds Pirtle. Outside, White. Murray with it. He's got 23. 4 on the shot clock. Over Howard. That one rolling around and rims out.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Chris, fitting, right, that Russell Westbrook began a charity called the Why Not Foundation. Because that sort of sums up his attitude on the court. Put a challenge in front of him, and he'll say, why not?
Yeah, he's always been fearless, and there's nothing he can't do on the court, period. Russell's charity, you mentioned the Why Not Foundation does a lot of great work with young people in our at-risk community.
Pass to Monk. Back to Westbrook. Over Murray. Here's Howard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards with size, touch, and time that he possesses. Just a lethal concoction.
Johnson outside. The pass to Murray. Back to Johnson. Shoots. And that one hits back iron.
I don't know if it's been the main factor. This off night has definitely been one factor here.
James in the post. Johnson on him. He gets that one. That's 12 points for Howard.
Now remember this above all else when it comes to LeBron the Great. He's a teammate first and foremost. Think about it. He creates easy chances for all of his teammates. I think that's his #1 goal.
Murray, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
To the inside. Here's Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Lets it go from 11. Young, no good.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Outside, Davis takes the three. Howard. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 14 points for the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks. They like to reverse.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Davis. Ken Bazemore comes in for LeBron. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Malik Monk. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. San Antonio also making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Burke. Doug McDermott comes in for Young. And Walker subbed in for White. That's good from Howard on the assist by Bazemore. 16 points for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jordan against Murray. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm your voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Murray. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to Bazemore. Here's Howard. Sinks that one from the post. Howard's got 10 points in just the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Walker. Back to Forbes. And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan. Just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Forbes. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Bazemore. There's the 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Bazemore's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Lakers. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Vassell, the pass to Forbes. And here's McDermott. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. McDermott's got 8 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
It's talk about. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Vassell. He's covered by Bazemore. Nice shot by McDermott.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
There's the pass to Nunn. Lakers working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. And Howard with the second chance points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Walker goes in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And the Lakers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. And here's Rondo. He has 7. Bazemore passes to Rondo from 11 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Vassell. He's covered by Bazemore. 3-on-3. Here's Jordan. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Feeds to Forbes. Over Rondo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Rajon Rondo. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
That's good.